You're listening to the Incomparables Total Party Kill podcast, in which a group of friends play Dungeons & Dragons on the internet for your amusement. This is episode number 277, posted January 2021. The Wicker Strahd.
Welcome back to Total Party Kill. It's me, Tony Sindelar, the Dungeon Master here on the Curse of Strahd Adventures. We are doing a return to the Dog and Pony show after, a break, but we still release these episodes every week. I don't know how time works anymore, people. We're going to play some Dungeons & Dragons tonight, specifically Curse of Strahd. Allow me to introduce our players. They will introduce their characters, and then I'll give you a quick recap of where we have been and what is going on. First up, it's Erica Ensign.
Hello, I am playing Brildish. I am a dwarven paladin who has a celestial pony named Pony Sindelarant.
Next up, it's Micah Sargent.
I don't know if you remember, Tony, but last time we played, you laid out a very specific way in which one is meant to issue a complaint. I would like to go ahead here and let you know that the hill is too big.
All right.
So
let the record
Micah,
show.
Let the record show.
Yes, thank you, Bailiff Jane. Please continue. Micah has purchased a copy of the Aleph Extraction, and in masking tape with a Sharpie, it looks
close enough,
recorded the complaint that the hill is too big. I would like to respond to that by saying, you're right. And I'm sorry.
I can't wait until my copy arrives next week.
And I'm not sure what I could be doing about that now, other than to acknowledge that everything that the hill being too large is simply the most recent mistake I've made, and that I will take this under advisement, and likely I will be fired. Thank you.
Thank you. I am Elevor. I play Elevor.
Oh, yeah. No, that was seamless. You're a pro. Go for it.
I play Elevor, the half-elf druid.
All right. I love it when our introductions can include a complaints section. I have now, therefore, forgotten who has and has not been introduced so far, but I believe I've literally only introduced two people. Let's introduce Aline Sims next. Hi, Aline.
Hello. I am not registering a complaint this week, but the procedure
I appreciate that.
is noted. I play Imra Soliana, the Wood Elf Ranger, and her dog Androdite.
Excellent. Next up, it is Dan Morin, noted author of The Aleph Extraction, the primary way of registering complaints here on Total Party Kill.
Hi, Tony. I've got 20 copies, so I have a lot of complaints.
Okay. Just load them into the wood shredder here.
Just take them up one by one. I play Casting Onotar's Crucible, a Warforged cleric.
All right. And last but not least, it's Jane Ritt. Hi, Jane.
Hi, Tony. I play Lena Dulina, the human rogue.
All right. So we have our dog and pony adventuring group assembled. Let us recap what we are doing, because it has been a little while for our players. You are in the land of Barovia, ruled over by the, controversial leader, Strahd von Zarovich. Things are not always great here. And when I say always, I mean, they're always bad. They're just real. Like, this place is just like a bad cake with like another bad cake baked around it. Metaphors are bad here in Barovia is what I'm saying. Specifically, you have journeyed through a variety of towns throughout Barovia, learning information about Strahd, his rule, and who may or may not be loyal to him. You've encountered various factions of humans and other creatures that sometimes need your help, sometimes wish you harm. And you are currently on the western edges of the Valley of Barovia. You have liberated a winery from a squadron of druids, bad druids, not like Elevor. These are really bad druids who were loyal to Strahd, and having liberated a winery, you thought, let us take the fight to the druids. You have headed south to the location known as Yester Hill. Yester Hill appears to be some kind of ritual site for the druids. And, as you are sneaking around on the edges of Yester Hill, some strange things happen. basically a pile of rocks slash a ghost spoke to Imra. That happened. That's a thing that happened.
Who hasn't run into a pile of rocks slash a ghost?
Slash a ghost. It was ambiguous what was going on, right? There were some druid berserkers that came running out of the rain and the mud at you. And just when things couldn't seem like they could get worse, one Strahd von Zarovich riding Bucephalus, his Wunderhorse, appeared, taunted you, blew up several of your horses, and possessed Aragal, the Vistani assassin, who usually is your friend until he was manipulated by Strahd into fighting you. I believe at this point you have subdued Aragal because somebody has paralyzed him. He's pretty badly wounded. Strahd von Zarovich has ridden off on his flying Wunderhorse, Bucephalus, and it's just you, I guess, like sitting on top of a paralyzed assassin in the rain, in the mud.
Yeah, we
with a magic
tied.
spear.
That's my favorite
We tied him up
song.
because I cast a hold person on him, which only lasts for a minute. So
All right.
quickly tied him up.
So, a lot happened in the last session is what I'm saying, and I'm interested to see what you will do next.
Well, we still
Us
have
too.
to.
We still have to climb this
Yeah.
I want to get up this hill.
Have to
Really
climb
big
every
hill.
mountain.
I will
All
say,
right.
so before we charge back into continued combat, how's everybody doing health-wise?
I have all of my hit points.
I've
Me
been
too.
I'll let
better.
it down. I can't. How are you doing, Brildish?
I am at 41 out of 59.
I will give you. How about a cure wounds? How do you feel about
I am
that?
asking
sounds
because I only have 14 hit points. Thank you.
I will give
I
you.
can issue
Let's
some
see
health.
here. Okay. How are the rest of you doing? Because if we can,
I mean, I
I
can
can
also
also-
cast Cure Wounds, so I could just cast it on myself.
out of curiosity, Elevor, Imra, how are you guys doing?
I'm perfect.
I'm perfect. I am
Okay.
perfect.
You
Yeah,
are.
have you seen?
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna still spend. I think I'm gonna cast a mass healing word on at least me,
Mhm.
Brildish, and Lena.
I like
the
it.
If
other
folks need
question
more,
is-
let me know.
Yeah, I can also
creatures of your
cure
choice.
wounds. if you
Everybody
need
can
me to.
heal. I love it.
Yeah.
So many choices.
Whose healing has the best
all right.
flavor?
And that's what is important, is having choices in your healthcare options.
Yes.
I always
Alright.
hoard my spell slots too, so
Yeah, that wasn't the
Can't take him with you,
sadly
Aline.
not the best roll.
I can try.
So it's only a five hit points.
Still, I'll take it.
Thank you. Everything helps.
Mhm.
I am now at 19 out of 39.
All right. I'm
okay,
doing
Lena.
cure
Why don't you
wounds.
take a cure?
Oh, you're gonna
do you
do
want
it?
to do it?
I want to do it.
Okay,
Somebody can cure me if you want.
I'll do a
Okay,
cure wounds
I'll-
on Brildish.
You'll
Lena
do
is
that?
feeling very loved right now.
All right. So let's
Brildish, take
is that a foreign feeling?
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
6 more hit
Yeah.
points.
It's kind of
Thank
itchy.
you.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, self-care, they don't have self-care in Barovia.
Ooh,
Or friends.
Okay.
8 hit points you can add to your.
Thank you.
Right. So just to remind you as you're healing and planning your next steps of the kind of geography and logistics of the hill, I'll remind you and the listeners at home. Yester Hill is a very sizable hill. There were arguments already. We're not going to have them again about how big are hills. When does a hill become a mountain? Is this a big hill? Is it a small hill? How feasibly or unfeasibly steep is the hill? Answer, it's very steep. There is kind of one main path that leads from the north to south. You were traveling south on it. That leads more or less straight up the hill. There are also all these series of concentric circular paths going around the hill that you could potentially use to navigate the hill and arrive from another side of the hill if you were so interested. There are many stone cairns around the hill, some of which have spears in them apparently, at least one, others of which may be containing more druid berserkers who want to murder you.
Some Karens
Did someone
have
scout on top of...
Never mind.
Reference acknowledged. Yes. I don't know how much. Remind me, do you know what's on top of the hill?
We haven't gotten on top, I don't
yeah.
think.
There was
Tree.
a spooky tree we saw illuminated in the weather.
Yeah.
Okay. So there is a very
Enchanting.
large, and I'll just.
Chanting.
Yes, I will tell, and I will just specifically mention on the map, you can see the top of the hill on the map, right? There's
Yeah.
chanting kind of coming from the very top of the hill. The giant spooky tree is a little bit off to the south of the top of the hill. So there's kind of like you could think of it as two locations on top of the hill, depending, and you might decide which one you wanted to head to first. The path leads you to Chanting. You could take a side trek and go to the spooky tree first. It's up to you. I'm very accommodating when I'm murdering you.
Thanks. First question, Jane and Erica, do you need more wound curing?
I'm at 27 out of 39, so I think I'm okay.
I'm still down 7, and I feel like I tend to run into things, so more healing probably wouldn't be a bad thing if you've got more.
Down some too, but I'm starting to burn through spell slots, and I'd rather keep some of those for.
Yeah.
I do have a few of my own as well.
Okay.
Okay, I'll go ahead and use 2 spell slots, one for each of you. So Jane, take 8.
Ooh, thank you.
And Erica, take 10.
Nice.
Okay, well, that's even more than I needed, but
That's awesome.
So Lena has some color back in her cheeks. Not a lot. She always kind of have a haunted pallor, but little.
Okay.
Just
all right, then Brildish is like ready to just start marching up the hill as soon as everybody's...
and Lena will just follow wherever Brildish goes because she's been wanting to charge. So.
Actually, just before we do that, I'm just going to use burn 1 action and cast Aid. So 3 creatures within range get their hit point maximum and current hit points increased by 5 for their duration.
Oh, yeah, I like that one.
So let's do that on Brildish. Let's do it on Lena. And then anybody object to me doing it on Crucible? Because
nope, no objection.
I think that makes sense.
No, I'm not. I'm usually pretty far back. So
you guys, you and Elivor both seem to be pretty ranged.
Unless you wanted to do it on
think, Argal currently tied up. He's not had a great day. He has been mind controlled by a vampire and then wailed on by you all. I think tactically you may wish to leave Argal here next to a cairn to pick up on the way out, assuming you survive. Because I think he is still, he's working through some things.
I don't know if I feel safe leaving him next to Karen, but we can leave him somewhere around here.
Yeah. Aragal, if we give you this crossbow back, do you promise you won't try and shoot us with poison?
Aragal kind of drools a little bit.
I think
you guys
let's
did
leave him tied up.
You hit him in the head pretty hard.
That was an affirmative. Perhaps we should hold on to the crossbow just in case.
If I have the crossbow, I will use it. Let's leave it with him.
Why wouldn't you want to use the crossbow? I'm confused.
It's his weapon.
Oh, okay. Totally understand.
There's a code.
I understand.
This is his crossbow.
I was not paying attention.
But I understand.
I knew that Brildish would get it.
Yeah, I just didn't realize it was his.
Also, I don't know if Tony wants me to have a super powerful poison crossbow.
Up the hill then?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, are we just going to do a direct approach or are we going to... Okay.
Yep, I think we're going straight forward.
I'm no good at hiding, so Brildish is just going to trudge.
I'm made of metal. I'm very clanky.
And according to the episode I just edited, you eat ball bearings.
This is true.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Which
that.
may have gotten cut out of the final edit, but it was very
That's
fun.
a relevant character detail.
I think that Lena's going to try and be a little bit away from everyone else and sneak in.
Okay.
That makes sense. Yeah, I don't know how far we're going to get before we need to stop, but...
Yeah. So let me just tell you a little bit about what you're seeing. You're trudging up the steep hill. The rain is pouring. The lightning is flashing. It is the trail is like a nice 45-degree angle and turning into a river of mud. Everything is great, is what I'm saying. But up the hill you go, following the path that Strahd came down atop. Look, I just want to say Bucephalus again, is what I'm saying here. Wunderhorse. And so you eventually reach the top of the hill, and the sound of the chanting grows loud as you grow close to it. Atop the hill is a wide ring of boulders and rocks cobbled together to make a kind of a circle, enclosing a field of dead grass. You can see lightning repeatedly striking the edge of the ring from time to time, illuminating a ghastly 50-foot tall statue. That's this thing. 50-foot tall statue made of tightly woven twigs and packed with black earth. The statue is a crude rendering of a towering, cloaked man with fangs. Around the statue are many druids chanting, "This is the land, he is the land," etc.
How tall are they?
Let me drop those. Druids are druid size.
Okay, because you said many druids, and I just wanted to make sure.
I shall call them mini druids.
There are many druids, tall statue, regular sized druids.
Yes, the Wicker
They're
Strahd.
babies.
Yeah. It looks like I have placed 5 druids on this map. Nope, 6. I'm good at counting.
Say.
In the distance
It looks like
beyond
5,
this,
but there are 6.
I want to point out, just because, there's a lot of similar motifs in some of the landscape here. There is a huge, ancient, gnarled, dead-looking tree over here south of the circle, and there are many shrubs and plant life in kind of hanging around in the shadow of the tree. Though they, from this distance, look like normal plant life, their placement seems suspicious. You've thought enough blights to guess that there's probably like a collection of twig and needle blights hanging out in the shadow of that tree. So it looks like you have reached the edge of the circle, and I think you should probably roll initiative as the druids see you coming.
Sure thing.
Does that seem fair?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. There's no way there's not going to be a battle at this point.
Add those druids to the initiative order. And you've fought druids before. These druids, let's see. So for example, that druids have, when they have bark skin, which usually they do when they're fighting you, druids have an armor class of 16. They have slightly less than 30 hit points. That they're spellcasters. They've also got sticks that they'll hit you with if you don't give them any other options. And I am going to roll initiative for said druids. The druids got a rather sad 10. Is that everybody in there? Imra 24, so. Samus 15, Crucible 14, Lena Delina 13, Elevor 11, Argal's not in this fight, Druid 10, Broldish 9. So the druids continue to chant in the general direction of the strange mud and stick statue that just depicts a fanged man. Imra, you get to go first.
Welp. Remind me again how every time we come back to the cell, how big are each of the squares? They're 50?
I think, the squares are... One square is 50 feet, so multiple of you can occupy a square on this map because this map is annoying. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So I'm really far away.
You know what? If you want to be closer, because I think you guys moved as a group. I think you spread yourselves out as if you were moving on a normal scale map.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to say, because this map is too big, I am responding to Micah's legitimate complaint. I'm going to say that you are... you know what? You're at the edge of the circle. You're 30 feet from the nearest druid. Druids on the far side of the circle are a good ways away from you. How's that? You're 30 feet from the nearest druids.
Perfect.
Sounds fair.
We can use a little bit of theater of the mind here.
Never more than 30 feet from a druid.
That's not true.
That's science.
That's
Yeah.
For
scary.
this group, hopefully. It's true.
True.
It's true.
If not, somebody let Elevor get away.
So yeah, we're gonna fudge the scaling on the map a little bit because it's annoying me. So yeah, you're at the
And
edge
because of all the work I did to complain, that's also why.
That's a
You
good
get
job,
results.
Micah. That's a good job. All right. Well, I guess it's a steep hill. I've been kind of accosted by a rock who gave me a weapon. I don't know. I'm tired. I want to leave. I'm gonna try to get one of them with an arrow.
All
So
right.
I'm gonna aim at, I guess, the one closest to me, which is
Sure.
yeah.
I'll give them numbers for.
Oh, that would
Sure.
be super helpful.
They all have names and
1E,
personalities.
2E,
Of course
3E,
they do.
4E, 5E, and 6E.
I'm just saying, I lived in Western Massachusetts for like 10 years. I can totally convey 10 different hippie stereotypes into each of these unique druids.
A lot of druids.
Yeah.
Grumpy, sleepy, dopey, doc.
All right.
More than one
Sneezy.
dopey, probably.
And potato.
I am assuming that a 26 will hit.
Indeed. So your arrow cuts through the rain and the wind and hits a druid who is still chanting as he turns to face you. Give me some damage, Imra.
That is 9. And then my second strike, 12. Wait, no. That was damage. 27.
Also hits.
Wowzers.
Okay, can we use that 12 or do you want me to reroll?
You can use that 12.
Okay, 12 points of damage.
All right, that druid is staggering. He's lost a bit of the rhythm in his chanting, if you know what I mean. All right, all set, Imra?
I think I'm actually going to move. I want to stay kind of behind the rock a little bit, but I'm going to move to the side of people.
Mm-hmm. There's this kind of makeshift rock wall that is creating this circle here. It's uneven. It's between 5 and 10 feet in places. So, there's probably, if you're an archer, it's probably provides some really nice cover for you.
Okay, great.
Cool. So you take cover outside the rock wall, ready to pepper the contents of the circle with arrows.
Yeah.
Samus, how's it going?
Samus is going to run straight forward and approach this druid.
Badly injured druid.
Will reach out a slash. 16 to hit.
That's enough. Their AC is 16.
All right. Then I'm going to do 2d6 plus 5. 9 damage.
The druid crumples to the mud under the vicious attack from Samus.
Excellent. I would like to take the rest of Samus's speed. So Samus, if that druid was 30 feet away, I want to move 10 feet. So can I get to this corner closer to that druid?
Sure.
With the rest? All right. That's what Samus will do.
Excellent. Crucible, you stand at the entrance to the druid circle. Samus is in there. What are you going to do?
Can I reach this druid here?
Yeah, totally.
I can with one move action, basically.
Yeah. You run in
range.
And attack another druid.
Yep. Druid's got it coming. I swing my Yikalwa in his general direction. And 26.
That'll do it.
It takes a total of 10 damage.
All right. That druid is not having a good day. All set?
Yep.
Lena Delina, Elevor next.
All right. So the druid circle, how high is the stone and are there gaps in it?
I would say that there's a lot of gaps. It's probably 5 to 10 feet. It's very uneven. It would be pretty trivial to climb.
Okay. Lena would like to do so. And
now, the one thing that happens as you clamber over the rocks, because you're deciding to take a shortcut around the druid circle and climb over the rocks, just roll me a D100. No reason.
Oh, God.
Oh, dear.
Okay.
Roll high.
Don't trust him. Maybe you need to roll low.
27.
Okay. You touch the rocks and you climb over them, but you just get this kind of like discharge of static electricity through you as you clamber across the rocks, and all of your hair stands out.
Oh, that's not
okay.
bad. If you had rolled lower than an 11, you would have gotten hit by lightning.
So Lena,
you're in the circle. There's 2 druids there.
Yeah, and Lena has never looked more like she does currently with her hair sticking out. She was really counting that she was going to drop down and look super cool with her swords. Instead, she dropped down and has her swords, but
yes,
there's other stuff going on.
Looks like she's been through the dryer cycle, though.
Okay, so we are going to make an attack on the druid between me and Crucible. That's only a 14.
That does not hit the bark skin of a druid.
All right, let's try another one. That's better. That is 19.
Okay.
So that is going to be that'll be 5 damage and 10 sneak attack damage. So
Is that on
15
the-
damage altogether.
Is that on Druid 3 or Druid 4?
The druid that is standing between Crucible and I.
Okay.
We don't see
don't
any
see
numbers.
numbers.
We don't see that. Yeah.
You don't see names. Okay.
We see our own names.
Yes,
Ah,
we
there
do
we
see
go.
ourselves.
Oh,
Druid
Druid 3.
3 has appeared.
Listener 3.
And I would like to make use of a character
4.
feature that I have that I have never really tried before.
Oh.
But it's Eye for Detail, which is basically that I can make perception checks to search for clues as bonus actions.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I'm going to try and figure out what is going on with the big tall statue. So I'm
Yeah.
like stabbing, but I'm also looking over to the side,
It's a
sizing up.
stab.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Um,
So do you roll something for that?
Yep, that'll be a perception check. That's a critical fail, which
Aw,
is
man.
still 9, but
You suspect that the druids are hard at work, bringing about a prosperous harvest.
I nod at this new knowledge.
Oh, yes, the usual harvest thing. These are just innocent druids.
I mean, I'm from Barovia, so it might not be that far off.
Yeah, this is traditional. This is what Oktoberfest looks like in Barovia.
Oktoberfest.
There's no
All right.
beer, just big statues.
That is my turn.
Lena, all set then? Okay. Elevor.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Elevor is going to. Okay, if Crucible could run that way, then surely I can get up to
Surely.
Druid 1.
Sounds good.
Excellent. As Elevor approaches, his teeth grow longer and sharper, his nails grow longer and sharper, and poison starts to drip from both as he
Elevor, buddy, are you okay?
as primal savagery. Wow, how about 24 to hit? I think so.
All right. You primally savage a druid.
12 damage on Druid
gosh.
1.
All right. It is, Elevor, if you're all set, it is time for Team Druid.
I am all set.
All right, I started the fight with 6 druids. 1 of them is dead. 2 of them are significantly injured, but that does leave several druids. 2 of the druids rush forward and kind of like start chanting louder and faster and are like holding on to clutching the sides of the statue, looking almost possessed as they kind of just scratch at it and chant faster and faster. The other druids turn upon the new intruders to the fray. So I think these druids are magic users, so they're going to unleash some magic on this situation. I think first up, Druid 1 is going to cast a Thunder Wave.
That's annoying.
Yeah, so I think Thunder Wave is going to catch Elevor and Samus. I think Braldis is probably too far away to be caught, right?
Mhm.
I don't remember what the range is on
Yeah.
Thunderwave, but
It's a 15-foot cube, so yeah, you're way out. All right, so Elevor, roll a Constitution saving throw for yourself and for Samus. The Druid saving throw, I think it is their spell save is only a 12.
Elevor did not save.
How about Samus?
Let's see how Samus did. Samus saved. Samus
All
saved,
right.
I mean.
Samus saved.
Samus saved.
Elevor, I could have rolled a lot worse. You are going to take 4 thunder damage and be flung
good.
10 feet back up against the stone wall that encircles this ritual circle.
Oops, I just-
Samus takes half damage, which is only 2, and Samus holds her position. Dirt and mud is flying everywhere. The next druid seems to think that that's a great idea, and Druid 3 is going to unleash a Thunder Wave. I think this one will catch Braldish. So Crucible and Braldish, give me a quick Constitution saving throw, DC 12.
18.
14.
18 and
15.
14. Or 15? Okay. Yeah, you hunker down and lean into the wave as there's just a boom of thunder, this time inside the circle, echoing all around. You will take half damage, which is, I rolled 10, so you will take 5 damage each, but you are not pushed back. Druid 4 is kind of face-to-face with Lena Delina. Druid 4 casts Shillelagh on its kind of simple walking stick and will attack Lena Delina. That is a very unimpressive 12.
No.
All right. The druid is just swinging a stick around over its head, looking somewhat dazed.
Yeah, he gets it in her hair, not realizing that because of the shock, it's much larger than normal.
I think that's my druids. Broldish, you are next.
All right. Well, I was going to go after Druid 1, but then Druid 3 hit me. But I'm also concerned about that giant statue thing.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to join, if I can make it, join Elivor and Samus. Do you think I can make it that far? Or do you think Druid 3 is closer?
No, I think they're roughly equally distant.
All right.
I'm just going to move this dead druid off the map because it's in the way.
All right. Then I'm going to run in, charge in, shouting, in Hela's name. And as I raise my sacred axe, I am casting, as a bonus action, Thunderous Smite. Hela be with me. And so, well, we'll see. If I hit, then something will happen. If I don't hit, then we won't even have to worry about that right now. That's 23.
Yeah.
All right. So as I hit, my weapon rings with thunder that is audible within 300 feet of me. So it is loud. And the attack deals an extra 2d6 thunder damage to the target.
Okay.
Yep. So for regular damage, it's 11. Plus 5 thunder damage.
Okay, the druid collapses into the ground.
And I assume I probably can't. This is probably as far as I can make it. So I can't use my second attack. But I hold the axe up to the sky and shout, in Hela's name, Hela be praised.
All right.
Yep.
Imra.
Okay, so I think I'm actually kind of conflicted.
Does anyone have
Am
silence?
I in range of Druid 3, or would I need to move?
For a melee attack or for an arrow?
For a longbow.
Oh, totally.
Okay.
What's the range
Does
of
anyone have
150.
silence?
Oh, 150.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen anyone not be within range of something of a longbow.
Okay.
Even here, the biggest of hills.
Did you ask if anyone knows silence?
Yeah, it just seems like that would be a good spell for this situation.
Mm-hmm.
It's only it's a 20-foot radius. I don't think I have it on this. Oh wait,
I definitely don't.
I don't have it prepped, so.
That's all right.
Cleric spell lists.
Just asking.
I know silence. I just don't know it today.
Gotta
I haven't
reset
loaded that
Yep.
disc into my.
Oh, we should get you some more ROM, buddy.
All right, so for my first attack on Druid 3, I rolled a 14.
Bounces off his barkskin armor.
Okay. Second attack is a 24.
Yeah.
And that is 6. Only 6 points of damage.
You know what? He had been badly wounded. I think Crucible and Lena Delina had attacked him. So 6 points of damage. That arrow catches him in the neck, sending him spinning and collapsing to the ground.
Okay. And then I'm going to move I'm going to move to the entrance of the circle.
Mm-hmm.
Just because that seems to be where the action is. So. And that's my turn.
All right. Samus. Or Samus. I've been saying it wrong.
Samus.
Yeah,
So
Samus.
Samus is like the character from Metroid.
Yep.
Samus is the character from this game.
23 to hit. I think that'll do it.
Which druid are you attacking, Samus? They murdered. Brol just murdered the druid that was right next to
Brol is just mold. Oh my. Well, then let me approach the druid. Sorry about that. Druid 5.
All right, Druid 5. I will say that Samus has advantage on Druid 5. You don't need it, clearly, because Druid 5 is basically busy doing some kind of ritual and not paying attention to the saber-toothed tiger eating him.
Let's see what kind of damage we did. 2d6 plus 5. Okay, so 11 damage.
All right, that's not good.
And then...
Unless you're on the good guy's side.
You must succeed on a DC 14 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
All right, let me just check what the druid's strength is. It's not going to be great. I rolled a critical fail, so yeah.
All right.
That druid is
then
knocked off its feet.
Samus gets to make a bite attack as a bonus action. Roll d10 plus 5. 10 damage.
Do you have to roll to attack, or did you automatically hit?
Oh, whoops, you're right. Yep. If the target's prone, it can make one bite attack against it as a bonus. Yeah, sorry. All right. Oh, 13 to hit.
13 would miss. Remember, you have an advantage when Samus is attacking somebody on the ground also.
On the ground. Oh, that's less.
Oh.
That's all right.
It's all right.
Good work, Samus.
Crucible.
How far am I really from Druid 6?
Like... I'm going to say you are 50 feet from Druid 6.
Okay, so I can't get there in one turn. How concerned are we about these guys doing whatever they're doing to the statue? Is that priority?
Remind me, is the statue on fire?
Statue is not on fire.
Not
Okay.
yet.
Could it be?
I mean, anything could be on fire.
Would that be good, or is that what they're going for? I would hesitate. All right, Crucible will move. You said, what did you say?
I said it was
60?
sorry. I just measured it and then took half of what the map
50.
thinks it.
50. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm going to move
Thank
to
you.
about halfway, assuming that's about my movement.
Yep.
And then I will shoot a Sacred Flame at Druid 6 there. So that's a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, Druid 6. Dexterity saving throw. Druid 6, I think, rolled a 16. How's that do?
It's fine.
All right, Druid 16 ducks and continues praying.
They saw my Sacred Flame coming. I guess I'm done.
All right. Lena Delina, there's a druid swinging a stick at you.
And I don't like that. So I am going to swing my sword back at them. Okay, that is a 17.
That hits.
Yep. So that'll be 5 damage, and then 13 sneak attack damage.
All right, that druid is very wounded.
Yep. And then I will do an offhand attack. So that is going to be not great. I will miss with the second attack.
All right. Several druids remain, though some of them are hurt, some of them are on the ground being mauled by a tiger. All set, Lena?
Yep.
Elevor.
So, I really would like to set the statue thingy on fire, but I also don't know if that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Couldn't you
One way to
roll
find
druid
out.
to?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what
two ways
skill
to
druid
find out.
is, but
Witchcraft.
Traditionally called nature.
Yeah, nature or arcana.
Mm.
I'm proficient in both.
I will let
So
you do one of those as a free action.
Okay, let's roly-doly-boly some arcana. Some druidic arcana specifically.
Sure.
Sure. 15. That's
And
not bad.
what are you trying to learn about this situation, Elevor?
I'm trying to learn as a druid, as I'm searching through the history and knowledge of my druidic ways, if I recognize this ceremony and what the statue sort of represents in the ceremony.
All right. So you think about the words the druids are saying and what they're doing and how the circle has been arranged, and you look at this strange statue built out of earth and twigs and sticks to resemble a large fanged caped man 50 foot high. And it sure seems like the druids are trying to channel life into this inanimate mishmash of mud and sticks and dirt. They're trying to animate it.
Elevor says, "They're trying to make a golem." And then he approaches Druid 5, and once again, his teeth get all creepy and nails and all that jazz. And then we do...
And you should have advantage because he's on the ground, right?
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, you do.
Let's see if I'll end...
Not as big an advantage as we were hoping.
I'm going to use my inspiration because it comes and it goes. No, wait.
Maybe wait and see if the statue comes to life and then save the inspiration for that. Although, if you kill him, maybe the statue won't come to life. Decisions.
I am sad.
I don't like the way Tony just clapped his hands there.
I was just stretching.
By clapping.
I wish I had some special magical
Get it.
feet.
I'm going to play the piano after this. I got to, limber up,
I'm sure your neighbors will really appreciate that.
Elevor, what are you thinking?
That's all Elevor can do. He was gonna do something better.
All right.
He didn't.
The druids are next. Druid 5 is praying, and Druid 5 and Druid 6 are continuing to chant, and there is the horrible sounding of kind of twigs snapping and sticks stretching as the large statue of a nondescript, presumably pale-faced man with large fang-like teeth and a cape, and you just get the sense that this is a statue of someone who owns like just a really great horse, stretches and comes to life.
You say this is a statue of a doctor?
No,
a Dr. Acula.
No, Dan, you're fired. All right. The statue comes to life, and kind of like the arms are flailing around. Each arm ends in like kind of just a horrible branch of talon-like sharp of twigs and branches, and the feet are these like writhing masses of roots, and one of the branches just kind of scoops up Druid 5 and drops him into the gaping maw of this giant wooden statue. I'm gonna roll.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll initiative for
Good
this.
news, everybody, one less druid.
Yeah. Right. Yay.
I think he's our
All
friend,
right.
guys.
This creature gets to come in to the next order at 16.
I think he's our friend. He ate a druid, so.
Right, yeah. The enemy of our enemy.
Druids.
Yeah.
All right.
Is this a large creature?
It is very large. This is a 50-foot tall. It is a giant wooden tree monster. It's huge.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. All right. Broldish.
Okay.
There's still one badly injured druid, and there's a ornery looking wooden effigy that wants to kill you.
All right. Well, as a bonus action, I'm going to use my channel divinity. First I'm going to get a little bit closer. I'm charging up to this tree thing. Can I get close?
Yeah.
Good,
Totally.
okay. Yeah. So the big tree statue thingy, and I'm going to use my channel divinity to do a vow of enmity. I hate you, I say to it.
I hate you. I hate you.
So I get advantage on attack rolls against it for 1 minute. or until it drops to 0 HP or falls unconscious.
Mhm.
So that's exciting. And then I'm going to shout, in Hela's name, be gone, foul creature. Because it looks a lot like a tree. And you know what's really good for cutting down trees? An axe.
Indeed. Classic.
Yep, totally. And since the Thunderous Smite lasts for a whole minute, I still have that going. My axe is sort of like vibrating
Mhm.
a little bit.
I'm gonna say they provided art of this creature. It does not look as much like a person as I think this is generic monster manual art. So I'll share this with you. I think in the version of this adventure, it should look more like a person that it has been arranged in. But that is the giant tree that you are fighting.
That's a big mouth.
Yeah. I think of that as a
Big
maw.
enough for a tree.
I'm sorry, my favorite bit about that is tree blights also hate tree ants, and the feeling is mutual.
Well, tree ants are like your good trees.
Yeah.
Tree blights are your bad trees.
Oh man,
You got
Right.
so
a lot
easy
of
to
neutral
divvy
trees
them
out
up right there.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of neutral trees out there, Dan, waiting to see how things shake out before they pick a side.
Swing trees, we call them.
Yes. Well, those are trees you hang a swing from.
Oh, that's true.
Broldish, you're murdering a tree.
I am. So that's 11 points of slashing damage, silvered slashing damage, if that matters.
Did you
to
roll
this
the
thing.
hit, or did we skip that part?
Oh, sorry. I rolled a 24 to hit.
Okay, so yeah.
Please tell me that hits, please.
Yeah. 11 slashing damage.
Yes. Plus.
Let me just check. This tree can't be blinded, can't be deafened. Technically, it is seeing with blind sight because it doesn't have eyes. It understands Common and Druidic, but usually doesn't converse with people.
Usually.
This counts as this is not going to come up unless things go awry. This counts as a siege monster. It does double damage to buildings. Yeah.
Well, if it decides to run away from us and it wants to go through that wall.
Yeah.
But it doesn't care about fire, is what I'm getting.
No, it does not seem to care about fire. It's it's fresh wood.
It's a tree.
But the slashing damage, like the axe damage, seems to
seems good. Doesn't care that it's
Okay.
silvered. So I have noted
Okay.
the damage that you indicated to me, which I think was
all right.
11.
It also plus another 6 thunder damage.
All right.
And is it a creature?
Yeah.
Okay. It also needs to make a strength saving throw.
Okay, it is really good at those.
I figured it probably was.
That is, I'm not going to lie to you, one of its things it's great at. I have jinxed myself and rolled 12.
Oh, it needed a 13. So it is pushed 10 feet away from me and knocked prone.
Ooh.
Timber!
It crashes into the wall encircling this. It is just like the sound of the thunder damage and the echo of the giant tree stumbling and kind of collapsing, holding itself against the wall that encircles this as Broldish goes toe to toe with this balsa wood kaiju.
Now,
So he touches the wall,
Yeah.
is what I'm hearing?
did it have to
yeah,
roll
he
a...
does.
86. Way ahead
did
of
you
you.
roll?
All right.
Yeah.
All right. The secret is, you wanted to roll high, so he's fine.
Okay.
Oh.
All right,
Lightning
well,
hits near it.
I don't think I have the movement to just follow it, but there is a druid right next to me, so I'm going to
There
use my
is.
second attack on this druid.
You have advantage because that druid's prone.
Yeah, that's still not great. I only got a 14.
Yeah, that will not hit.
All right. I'm still keeping an eye on the tree too much to actually pay attention to this druid.
All right.
So.
Imra, you stand on the edge of the circle, which is now, it started as just a freewheeling druid party, and now it's like a wrestling ring for Broldish and a tree monster that looks somewhat like a dapper gentleman you met recently.
Aragal?
Dappers in the eye of
No,
beauty.
not Aragal.
All right. Well, I was going to try
Rick
to...
Tavio.
It's me! I'm inside a tree now!
Rictavio.
Everyone can relax. Rictavio has arrived. I am a tree now.
You scamp.
I have a complicated backstory.
I was going to... I moved in a little bit
Yep,
into
I saw.
the circle of trust.
Life?
Life. I was going to try to hit that with an ensnaring strike, but that is a strength-based save, and he would get advantage. It would get advantage because it's a large creature, so I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to use Hunter's Mark at the 2nd level. And I'm going to try to hit it with an arrow. 26.
That hits.
These
You-
D&D Beyond dice are treating me well today.
You hit the broadside of a giant tree blight.
All right. So that's 7 plus 4, 11 points of damage for my first.
Mm-hmm.
And then Hunter's Mark lasts for up to an hour. Okay, we're good. All right. So I'm gonna try to replicate that. 16?
16 hits.
Okay, great. I like it when it hits. And that's another 7 plus. Do I get Hunter's Mark again, right? That doesn't,
I do not know.
it's not like a one time.
I have zero
No,
knowledge.
Hunter's Mark
It
continues.
says whenever you hit with a weapon attack.
Sounds like it's whenever.
All right.
Yep.
So
Up to an hour. You can keep Hunter's Mark going for a long time.
So that's 11 points, another
No.
11 points.
All
of
right.
damage.
Wow,
So
you-
I got it for 22.
You have dished out a lot of damage between you and Broldish in a short amount of time. Okay.
High five. Once we're done.
Imra, you all set? Yeah.
Can I do? Would it be worth doing a quick nature check on it, or
Sure,
do
it's up to you.
we feel like we have all the information we need?
Feel free.
That was a crit.
All right. Let me
You're his mom now.
No, that's not how that works.
That is how it
Oh.
works. Are you sure?
That's not how that works.
Just step
It's a
into
crit.
this fire.
That's-
my
She's his
son.
mom now.
I don't.
I'm
I
looking
feel-
at the rules here, and it says that she's his mom now.
Well, I can't.
Yeah.
It's really hard for me to argue with Micah.
Tony, consult the table.
The Wicker Strahd has imprinted upon her
Yes.
like a baby duck.
All right. So, you know, looking at the creature, just sizing it up and down, I like the name Wicker Strahd. It is better than this character's actual name, which is Winter Splinter.
Oh, but that rhymes.
Yeah, Winter Splinter. As you
Terrible.
size up Wicker Strahd, Imra, you get the sense that this is an ambulatory plant creature of pure evil. It seems to be basically a much huger, bigger version of the horrible blight, twig and needle blights you fought back in the winery. It's huge. It's 50 feet tall. But it's got it's kind of made of spongy wood and thorny brambles, rubbery roots trailing out behind it. Its blood is sap, and sap saturated with the blood of creatures it may have consumed.
Just to be clear, Tony, Winter
Like that
Splinter
druid.
is a mutant rat wearing a parka.
Thank you. I was like, Ninja Turtles reference incoming was trigger. My sense tingled in my head. My 80s sense. Blights are friends with other blights, so it's this creature would love to team up with some needle blights or twig blights. They hate tree ants. The feeling is mutual. Yeah, I think that's about it. So
Okay.
no particular immunities or defenses to fire or whatnot. This one's
Okay.
also real big.
Okay.
Yeah.
Until we chop it to pieces.
I think that's my turn.
All right, Samus.
Samus will. Can Samus run? Oh man,
There's
this is
still a
scary.
druid right in front of Samus.
Oh,
so
that's right.
If she runs, she might take an attack.
She should definitely attack the one right in front. That would be her thing.
So Broldish
anyway.
can walk away with
A
impunity.
23 to hit. That's what's up.
All right. Samus mauls the druid lying on the ground, marveling at his works, his druidic works. Roll damage.
Oh, I was hoping it would just.
I'm picturing Samus just like shaking this druid back and forth like a cat
11
with a,
damage.
a
What was
toy.
that?
Or
11.
mouse.
11 damage.
All right.
yeah.
The druid is still alive, but very badly injured.
That's annoying, but
It
I'll
is.
take it.
Imra, I should mention, as you were studying the tree blight, there you did notice kind of perhaps maybe when its huge maw opens and closes, there's kind of like a green pulsing light coming from inside.
Okay.
But yeah.
Do I feel like it would be like an aim for the mouth type thing, or
It might be. Let me say, it's probably a lot easier to see what that thing is that's making that light if the blight was dead. So, I can't stress
Pro
how.
tip from Tony.
I can't stress how much easier it would be if this thing was not moving around, thrashing, and trying to kill you to see what was going on inside its digestive tract.
That was insightful. Thank you.
I'm here to help.
Anyone got mage hand?
Samus, anything else from Samus?
Nope.
All right. The tree blight known as Winter Splinter is next. Winter Splinter is currently on the ropes, gets up and pushes off of the wall. Jane, feel free to roll another D100.
Like a
Oh, yes,
butterfly,
please.
stinging like a bee.
Roll low. Roll low.
It is going to be
4.
51.
All right. The tree blight shuffles over. It's still, I guess it has 15 feet of movement. I think that's enough to get over here. And the tree blight has
Get over here.
multi-attack. So
Multi-attack.
I'm just going to tell you, the tree blight is not very disinnuating. So there's 4 of you there, if you count Elevor, Samus, Broldish, and a druid. And the tree blight can make 4 attacks. So,
are you kidding me?
So an attack on each of the 4 of you, including the druid.
He has
Let's
advantage
see.
on.
Yeah. So first off, he's going to make different types of attacks. So Broldish and the
that.
druid, the feet of the tree blight are these huge tentacled mass of grasping of roots, and they reach out at you. I'm going to roll for the druid first. I hit. Let's see.
Yeah. Reap what ye sow, druid. I yell.
All right, the druid is grappled by the blight. Let's see. So that happens. It looks like it does not look like it does not do any damage. But the creature will take damage at the start of its turn. Let's see if the same thing happens to Broldish. Broldish, 24 to hit.
Yeah, that totally.
All right,
hits.
Broldish, you are like the roots wrap around your legs and like drag you under the tree. You are grappled. You could do stuff about that on your turn. So the feet of the horrible tree blight are just dragging creatures into the tree blight's the vicinity of its maw.
Look to see
It
what's
was
in
its
its
maw.
mouth.
And the tree blade is going to swing its huge branch-like arms at Samus and Elevor. Samus, 23 to hit. Elevor, 18 to hit.
So since you tried to hit the Metroid character,
Oh, you know what?
does that mean it misses Samus?
No.
Darn it.
I'm using my. Well, can I still use my protection if I am grappled? Like it says my speed is 0, but my protection is interposing my shield in between myself or the attacker and one of my friends.
Yeah, why not?
What is next to be? Okay.
There's a big fight. Things are wrapped around your legs. A branch swings past. Your leg is totally wrapped up. You're not going anywhere. But you swing your shield out and
I'm
try
gonna
and
say
do
I
something.
try to protect Samus because it looks like Samus is sort of like a little bit closer to me than Elevor.
So what happens to Samus when you do that?
It's disadvantage for the attack on Samus.
All right. I forget what the number
23.
I roll. 23. Let's see if I roll lower. I rolled higher.
Oh,
So,
that's annoying.
Sorry.
Wow.
Yeah, I rolled really well. It was great.
Okay, it's a hit on both of us.
All right. I apologize. Both of you are going to take 16 bludgeoning damage as basically just like a freight train of lumber wallops into you.
Alrighty, we'll do
Yikes.
that.
Well, first of all, what's a train?
Yeah.
It's like a
All right.
bunch of
Just
wagons
imagine-
Wagon trains?
charted
Yeah,
together.
just imagine.
Mhm.
All right. The other thing, as a bonus action,
Oh my god.
the roots grab and pull Broldish in, and like a maw kind of opens up in the torso of Winter Splinter. I imagine this is very unsettling because it's like there's this big giant wooden effigy of Strahd von Zarovich, and his like chest has opened up into like slathering teeth teeth trees, tree teeth
Yuck.
that are trying to eat Baroldish at this point.
Pick one thing. Pick one thing. Stick to it.
Baroldish, 20 to hit.
Yes.
Can you do anything about that?
I don't think so.
All right. You will take 19 piercing damage as it just kind of like chews on your legs.
Owie. That is not what Broldish says. That's what I say.
Yeah.
Broldish would not say that.
All right.
Let's make that perfectly clear.
Crucible, you are next.
Crucible, seeing this, is a little disturbed, but seems unflappable as always. He sort of does like he, stops. He like composes himself. His symbol on his forehead starts to glow, and then he reaches out a finger and tries to zap the Wicker Strahd with a guiding bolt, which we're going to cast at level 3.
Don't hold back.
So that's a 26.
Bam!
Nice.
And they will take a total of 23 damage.
All right. Wow,
I will
that's
use
a lot.
bonus action.
Yeah,
No,
bonus
I can't
action.
do that. Shoot. No,
Oh.
I take it back. I cannot do that this turn. I will use my movement to get up. It's got multi-attack. All right.
Into smashing range?
I would like to stay just outside of smashing range so I can still help my friends, hopefully.
Yeah. I will say its range on its attacks is pretty... it has reach of 15 on its, things.
15? I stay
It's a 50-foot tall tree
16
monster.
feet away.
You're getting at your little protractor.
Crucible can measure things. I don't need a protractor. Just use a ruler. Here,
I
hold this
was-
measuring
you-
tape.
Yardstick.
I said protractor because protractor is a funny word, and I was using it to make fun of you. I know what a protractor is for.
Explaining it is a little protracted.
All right.
Wah, wah.
It's really getting into Jane's turn. Jane, Lena to Lena.
That was the shortest turn so far.
I still have this
Still going.
nerd druid creeping up on me.
There's still one sad, pathetic druid who I believe has not hit you yet with a stick.
No,
There.
I would like to try and free my. Okay, that's a crit. This is going to be a lot of dice.
For the druid or for something else? You don't need a lot of dice for this druid.
Just start
okay.
with one die and keep going until you've killed him.
Okay, that's 20 damage without sneak attack.
All right. You lop off his head.
Okay, so I do. And then I whip out my crossbow. And we are going to try and shoot the big tree.
Mm-hmm.
I like that you said that like it was the beginning of a game show. Shoot!
That's what I thought too.
Big
tree. Yeah,
Well
you
done.
guys are
Does-
very
Shoot the big
strong.
tree.
And on this
fortune
episode,
vibes.
23.
23 hits. Your crossbow bolt whirls past Crucible's head
Okay.
into the side of Wicker Strahd.
Okay, well, that's, let's see. Okay, that's 12 damage.
All right. I will tell you, you have dumped a huge amount of damage into Winter Splinter, aka Wicker Strahd, this huge wooden earth and stick effigy of Count Strahd von Zarovich. Sap is oozing out of the many wounds you have done to him. You could say, if we were playing 4th edition, he's bloody.
He's sappy.
He's just sappy.
oh,
sappy.
High five.
Lena, all set?
You too.
Elevor.
Elevor is going to
Back away.
Just start making that slow keening noise.
I just want to make sure that I understand this correctly. Okay. You smell ozone, and Lena Doolina's hair stands even more on end, and there's a sort of rise in the air as a stroke of lightning comes out from the end of Elevor's hand, hits Druid 5 and the tree. Each creature must make a dexterity saving throw of 14.
How dexterous is a tree?
Okay, the answer is not. right, so I'm gonna roll for Winter Splinter first.
Okay.
This is just straight up dexterity saving throw. I rolled a 16.
That's annoying.
For Winter Splinter. And what about this druid on the ground? I would think that the druid on the ground probably has disadvantage because he's on the ground and in fact currently being wrapped up in a vine.
Yes.
So
that works for me.
well, that's good because I rolled a critical and a 10. So we will take his modifiers +1. So he got an 11, which I believe is a fail.
Okay. We will roll this.
Does Winter Splinter take damage on a miss?
So yes, the druid on the ground will take 32 damage, and
Okay.
Wow.
Winter Splinter will take 16 damage.
16.
Could you just paint us a word picture there, Elevor, of what carnage you are wreaking?
Yeah, is the druid definitely dead?
What you're doing here? Oh yeah. That would have killed a hale and hearty druid, let alone one that Samus has been gnawing on for 10 minutes.
Yeah. So as I mentioned, that ozone fills the air, everyone sort of feels ecstatic, and there's this bright blue beam streaks out from Elevor's hands. In fact, he probably still has those little creepy nails from his primal savagery, and so it reaches out from the end of there, and he kind of like gets a little bit blown back. His hood sort of flares up, and it reaches out. And you can see, it's like a cartoon. You can see the skeleton of the Druid 6 or whatever it was. And then it arcs from Druid 6 into Winter Splinter and shoots lines of lightning all the way through its branches.
And as you can see, Winter Splinter does not have a skeleton per se, but you can see kind of outlined in the electricity the crude kind of internal structure of the wooden effigy of Count Strahd von Zarovich, and at the center of that kind of glowing green against the black and white X-ray lightning effect of the rest of Winter Splinter is some kind of orb, egg-shaped thing in the center, glowing and pulsing with green energy. All right, Elevor, all set?
Yes, all set.
Next up is Team Druid. Team Druid is dead, thanks to Elevor and Lena Delina.
Yeah.
Yay!
Broldish, take us home.
All right.
You are currently grappled by the blight. So at the start of your turn, take 9 bludgeoning damage.
Ow. Fine. I will take 9 bludgeoning damage.
You have been gnawed on by, foliage and
right.
grapples.
Well, the smart thing would be to heal myself, but I'm Broldish.
Yeah.
So instead, I'm gonna. I saw what Imra did and that Hunter's Mark thing, and thought, hey, I can do that. I am also, as a bonus action, going to cast Hunter's Mark on this giant tree, and that I double checked. Thunderous Smite is not a concentration spell, so it just keeps going. I don't have to think about it. So I choose the tree and mystically mark it as my quarry. So I get to deal an extra 1d6 damage to it if I hit. I also have advantage on any wisdom or perception or survival checks. But that's like to find it. And I'm pretty sure I know where it is right now.
Yeah,
so I don't need to worry
the
about
tree?
that.
It's right there. it's that big tree that's hurting you. There are very few. There's only one other tree on the top of this hill, and that one's not murdering you currently. And it would be hard to mistake one for the other.
Currently.
Yeah.
All right. So I will roll my attack.
Foreshadowing.
That's a 25 to hit.
All right, your axe lays into this lumber as if it was built for that purpose.
All right, so then that's 8 slashing damage. 9 thunder damage. And 1 just additional damage. And it still has to make a strength saving throw.
All right. I have rolled a 24 on strength.
That time it makes it, but I have another attack. So 23 to hit.
Yep.
And 5 plus... Actually, do I get Hunter's Mark every attack or every
Yes.
turn? Yay.
Every
Okay,
attack.
so that's 5, so that's 10 regular damage. And and 9 thunder damage, and it needs to make a strength saving throw.
I rolled very high, 23 this time.
Bah, I was hoping I could smash it away from me and get out of this grapple, but that didn't happen. So I'm just still here, still grappled, shouting, "Halo be praised for all that damage."
All right, you have done over 100 damage to Winter Splinter, aka Wicker Strahd, but still the huge tree blight that takes on the appearance of the Dread Lord, the devil himself, one Strahd von Zarevich, stands tall and mighty, seeking to crush you beneath its limbs, to strangle the life from you with its roots, and I don't know, probably do some other mean things to you with like bark or something, right? That's what trees do. They've got bark.
It's worse than their bite.
Yeah.
I'm not sure it's worse than their bite in this
it's not
case.
damn, we've seen that.
I've seen its mouth.
The bite did 19 damage. Bark, unknown. Will our adventurers all come out of this fight intact? Will they chase down Strahd von Zarevich and see what is he up to next? Will Argal come to his senses? What evils will await us in the future and beyond? For answers to questions such as these, tune in next time to Total Party Kill. Thank you, and good night. Bye, nerds!